Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily NVIDIA report for Friday, December 13th, 2024. I'm actually going to start with the day itself and work our way out. I'm doing it opposite. I may regret that, but I do think it's worth mentioning, and I'm just going to jump to this chart. You know, if you look at this pattern, you've got the wide Tuesday range, you've got the Wednesday range inside of that, and you've got the Thursday range inside the Wednesday range. And this wedge pattern, that pattern actually ends today with a violation of either 138.44 upside, and that is nothing more than Thursday's high, and 135.80 downside, nothing more than Thursday's low. And I see that as our pivot point for the day. So if we push through 138.44, 141.43 is in reach. And 141.43 is, once again, that channel top that held the highs about a week ago and can continue to contain buying possibly through next week. And once tested, we could continue to fall away, or at least resume falling away. Right now, we're in a consolidation. If we do test 141.43 and then fall back to close today, that is the week itself, below 137.15, then I see that as a likely low to mid 120s objective over the next 2 to 3 weeks. 137.15 is nothing more than the low of the high. That was the all-time high. So I think this has bearing on market tendency, market or directional tendency. And so if we close today, and I've been saying this all week, if we settle the week that is today below 137.15, I do see the low to mid 120s as a likely target over the next 2 to 3 weeks. Now, downside, we also, once again, I'll just show you this chart. Downside today, we have 135.80. And that is nothing more than, Thursday's low. And if we break 135.80, might we test 129.13? It could be a bit of a stretch. We don't have them both on this chart, but if you can imagine Thursday's low of 135.80, if we violate it, then 129.13 in reach. Is it in reach today? I don't think so. I have a tough time seeing that. So we do have the minor points carefully laid out here for you for today. So below 135.80, we have all these minor points, but 129.13, it could happen. We've seen days like that, but they're about once every 4 to 6 weeks. And it might happen. It's a Friday and all. Anyway, if we break 135.80, we probably have a good high for the day. We probably won't rally back to push through yesterday's high of 138.44, and we will probably close the day below 137.15. So breaking 135.80 likely has, more than likely, I should say, has bearish implications as we continue through next week and into later December, because I think it carries with it the implication that this market could close the week, that is today, below 137.15, which sets up the low to mid 20s as a 2 to 3, 3 to 5 week target. Now, if we happen to push once again above the 138.40 level, and that is 138.44, sorry, where are you on the chart? I don't know where you are. Bear with me here first. There it is. Yeah, if we happen to push above 138.44, then 141.33 is likely, and you can see that as well. 141.43 able to contain weekly highs, possibly through December. From here, we can continue south into the low to mid 120s over the next 2 to 3 weeks. But if we do close today above 141.43, 148.03, likely then within a couple of days, 2 to 3 days, 154.37 within a couple of weeks. And yes, if we close today above 141.43, I will anticipate the low to mid 160s and climbing as a realistic 3 to 5 week target. That's the way it looks to me right now. And that area is climbing gradually and will converge eventually with that mid 170s 1 year channel top on the weekly chart. So this is kind of another way of me saying that if we were to close today above 141.43, I see, let's just call it the mid 160s to mid 170s, both of which are climbing on a gradual basis over the following 3 to 5 weeks, where we could actually top out through the first quarter of next year. Anything else to say beyond what I already have I don't think so. I see this pattern here, and I think these are directional. Can you, sell 138.44? Can you buy 135.80? I don't see them as those kinds of support or resistance, and certainly possible. We could reduplicate yesterday's range, but I just wanted to present this as our pivot points for the day. And if we break 135.80, how low can we go? That's 129.13 is our next sort of stick your neck out buyable support below 135.80, but it would be a settlement today below 135.80 that should yield 129.13 within a few days. Last thing I'm going to say is a repeat that if we break 135.80, it is likely that we'll close below 137.15. That in itself sets up the low to mid 120s over the next few weeks. I'm going to leave it at that. Please click like, share, subscribe. I can't remember, did I mention at the top of this video that on Wednesday, wickedstocks.com put out two stock picks, one on American Airlines, the other on Broadcom. The week before was Okta and Roku. They're all relevant. All four you can see for free if you go to wickedstocks.com. You'll also get daily SPY, daily Triple Q, weekly Apple, etc., etc., etc. I'll be back Sunday afternoon, of course, with Monday's NVIDIA report. You have a great weekend.